everyone, and welcome to the On the Go Post Show with your Go morning team. I'm Danielle Wiggins with Holly Strano, Maureen Kyle, Austin Love, and Jasmine Monroe. Dave has the week off. We have a lot to get to talk about. The investigation in Rocky River has been relaunched, as well as a big pet food recall from Midwestern Pet Foods. We have that story on WKYC.com if you're a pet parent out there. And if you're on Facebook, all you have to do is scroll down and you will see that story as well. And we're also talking about the weather because, Holly, we're close to April Fool's Day, and it's actually going to snow on April Fool's Day, but today we're only talking about the good weather.
The irony in all of this. Yeah, so today's gorgeous. Highs in the low 70s. It's beautiful sunshine. It will be more partly cloudy skies later today, but all day it's dry. We're not going to see a drop of rain until after midnight. So you've got the entire day to enjoy this. It is going to get windy this afternoon. It's breezy this morning. By afternoon, we'll be talking 20 to 30 mile an hour sustained winds out of the south, but a warm breeze. So like if the kids are outside and you're thinking about maybe, getting outdoors in general, it'll be comfortable. It'll be great. 71 the high today. The record is in the low 80s, so we're not going to do that. And then tonight we'll have rain after midnight. So Danielle, tomorrow morning's drive is going to be rainy. We'll be dealing with that, but temperatures will be going from 50s to 40s throughout tomorrow. And by Thursday, April Fool's Day, we have highs in the 30s. It's going to be very blustery, and lake effect snow is a real potential. And some areas in the snow belt could even have a little something.
It's interesting. That's March. Like you can go from 70-degree temperatures to snow. Like, whoa.
Yeah, and it's also April. I mean, we get a lot of that in April, but the great news is Easter weekend's coming up and we rebound so fast. So Friday, we're in the 40s, sunshine. And then Saturday and Sunday, literally partly to mostly sunny and low to mid 60s, and then back in the 70s.
That's a good point, Holly, because it doesn't last long. I remember last year where it was like snow, sleet, sunshine, all in one day in April. I remember that.
So.
Well, thank you so much, Holly. Holly's going to go ahead and give the weather forecast for WTAM, and we will see her during the Today Show.
Yes.
You said what?
I said Bill Wills always says hi to you all.
Oh,
hello, Bill.
Hi, Bill. What's up? And also a big talker this morning, a number of you have been chiming in on social media about this story, and that is out in Rocky River at the high school there. Now, we've been covering this since it broke of some inappropriate conversations. There was an investigation. The police came out and said, no, we're done. We found nothing. But then, Austin, big changes. What happened?
Big changes overnight is that they are reopening that criminal investigation. Yeah, as you talked about right there, Danielle, this has kind of been a close case. They were like, all right, over the weekend, and then they found new evidence, which why they wanted to reopen this as a criminal investigation. It's all surrounding inappropriate comments, conduct by teachers involving a student at Rocky River High School. So we'll kind of break this down for you. So as you were saying, it comes just days after declining to file charges, and now those are being reopened this morning. And so last night, the Rocky River Police Department saying that they put out a statement saying the safety of our members of the Rocky River communities are our highest priority. Students deserve an educational environment that is conducive to learning, free of harassment and intimidation. Rocky River Police will continue to investigate all leads and evidence concerning this case as it develops. And officials are looking into a filmed conversation between these two teachers that was actually filmed. You can check it out on our website, WKYC.com. We were able to obtain that video, and they're discussing alleged sexual explicit photos of a female student taken by one of their colleagues. And the report by this, very, very in-depth, 51 pages done by the school district. And since this has happened, there's been 6 staff members of the school have been placed on leave. obviously taking this situation very serious. Of course, a very serious situation taking place there at Rocky River High School. And kind of following all of this now, a special school board meeting will be held on Thursday where they're going to most likely discuss this. So, of course, we'll keep you updated on that as well on air and online about everything. And yeah, and for more on this investigation, you can head to our website, wkyc.com. But yeah, again, investigation looking at inappropriate conduct taking place at teachers at Rocky River High School, talking about a female student at Rocky River High School there. So yeah, a very serious situation, of course, that we're going to keep you updated on.
Yeah, and if we, remember that, we're like, well, why were the teachers recorded doing that? They were doing a Zoom class, right? And then one of the teachers just forgot to cut off the recording and shared it with the student who requested it, and that's how it all started. So yeah, we will continue to update you. I know this is big news for those of you who live out in Rocky River. We've been hearing that a number of the neighborhoods been having a lot of chatter on Facebook and things like that. So we'll continue to keep you up to date on the latest developments on that case that has now been reopened in the Rocky River School District. So stay with WKYC.com for that. And again, good morning to all of you who are joining us. Don't forget to put in the comment section your name and where you're watching from, and any comments that you have on the stories that we are covering for this edition of, I was about to say 3 News Now, but On the Go. We have so many different shows here. But one thing that we do want to transition into is that big news as well, the Cuyahoga County Fair returning, Mo.
Yeah, and it's not just the Cuyahoga County Fair. Governor DeWine was talking about how he plans on all county fairs moving ahead this summer. But, this time last year, like last summer, all the state fairs were canceled. So Cuyahoga County Fair says they are going to move forward with it. Mark your calendars, August 10th through the 15th. There might be some restrictions as we move ahead. So we mentioned this on the morning show this morning, that as of right now, it's just full speed ahead. We're going to have the Cuyahoga County Fair. As we get closer, they're going to take a look at those numbers. Then they're going to decide, do we need to have restrictions in place about, how capacity, like, is it going to be 30% capacity, 50% capacity? Is there going to be a different traffic flow? Are they going to rework the way the layout is? So those are all details that they'll work out as we get closer, but they're saying we're going to do it because they are confident that our numbers will be able to handle it. Now, if you're dying for an elephant ear or what is it, like a corn dog, you guys put me on this and I don't know.
Well, like, I don't know. Is it?
I don't know. Where's the kale and the chia seed pudding? Anyway, they are going to have fair food drive-through, which is what they had last year in place of the Cuyahoga County Fair. It must have gone so well. They're going to have a drive-through on May 1st and 2nd. Mm-hmm. So if you want to get that fair food early, so again, May 1st and 2nd, that's the fair food drive-through to just make sure that you start that routine going of elephant ears and corn dogs for the summer. And then August 10th through the 15th will be the fair.
Yeah, I mean, everything is kind of like still changing. So it sometimes feels like a mixed message in a bag, because as Jasmine has been on today about the CDC issuing that warning, like, slow your roll. We are not there yet, but then we're constantly doing stories of things reopening, things kind of moving back to normal, or at least some sense of normalcy. So it's kind of like, is it bad or is it good? What do you all think?
It's a twofold. I mean, it's definitely twofold. Is what's happening is, on one hand, we are getting more vaccines available. More people are eligible to get vaccines. So I think that's where they're coming up with these projections. And if you think of Ohio's numbers, recently we had 2 days over the 2,000 mark of new cases of coronavirus, but that's pretty low considering what we were seeing over the fall and over the holidays. But the CDC director is saying, like, unless you get these vaccines, unless you're taking the precautions, the numbers will spike back up. So I think that's the problem, is that that there's this confidence of like, okay, there's a vaccine. And if you're one of those people, well, other people are getting it, I'm not getting it, but I'm still going to travel. You can still be a carrier. People, they're looking at research right now showing that people who are vaccinated could possibly still be a carrier of that virus. They don't know for sure. I think the research is erring toward yes. So it's still a matter of vigilance, but like, yeah, if we do it, if we are careful, then we'll have, elephant ears at shoulder to shoulder at a county fair.
So what are you all looking forward to most when I don't, can we even ever say when the pandemic is over, or what activities are you looking forward to return to?
Well, at least the one that's coming up pretty soon. Last year, I remember just being like, when can I go to an Indians game? And now I'm like super looking forward to going to an Indians game opening day. Of course, it's limited capacity, and I think it's interesting. We talk about this every single day, and with talking about the reopening of things and this and that, you kind of have to pinch yourself and remind yourself that okay, like things are still not normal, so don't act like they're 100% normal. Still try to do your favorite things that you want to get back out and do, but of course keep those precautions in mind and top of mind as well too. So I think just for us to maintain this semi-normalness of going to Indians games, going to state fairs, going to dinner, is that we have to remain within the confines that are put in place right now so we can have these freedoms that were, unfortunately taken away at this time last year. And I do not want to have to go back to that. That does not sound like fun. So it's, of course, going to the Indians game was my favorite thing to do in Cleveland. So I'm looking forward to getting back out there and doing that. We're going to have great coverage on the 5th when they open up. That's the opening day here in Cleveland.
Monday.
Yeah, let's go.
All righty. I love it, Austin, because your face like lit up when you talked about going to the Indians game. And that's
right.
Suit up. Those are some of the things that you're excited about when people get excited thinking about going back to doing things. But again, it's like, it's not really normal because you have to do them differently, but at least being there is amazing. What about you, Jasmine, as we close out for a minute left?
I'm just looking forward to traveling without thinking about anything. That's it.
Don't sound so excited there, Jasmine.
I'm not having a good day, so
Oh no.
So
we won't turn this into Jasmine's therapy session, but we love you. We're sending our thoughts and prayers to you, Jasmine. Hopefully your day is going to get better. Your hair looks great, though. I could say that.
Thank you.
Good hair day.
Well, Jennifer Jones, thanks for joining. I see you. Actually, Jennifer goes to my church. She says, I'm looking forward to family reunions and vacations. So again, the same, like traveling and getting back together with the people whom you love. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us for this On The Go post show. You can see Maureen and Holly during the Today Show. The rest of us will see you tomorrow morning starting at 4:30 on Go. Have a great day, everybody.
Bye.